Okay, everybody. Now we are going to add smaller details. So now this is why I'm going to bump up the resolution to something like that. Now let's go and use 2K here. Okay, now we go more than millions of polygons, and that will be a perfect case to add smaller details. So the more resolution you have, the better it's going to be for adding details. Okay, let it just calculate. Okay, now we have something close to millions of polygons. And now if I go and try to add detail here, it's going to take more, okay, because that is a more complex mesh. And if I go 2K, I think like it should create maybe 4 millions of polygons or even more than that. Okay, now we have something close to 5 millions of polygons, which is perfect. Now you see we get so much high quality sculpt. Okay, now this one, let's try to okay, now we have something close to 5 millions here as well. Now let's try to see how those alpha brushes are going to look when we add them here. Okay, now you see they get so detailed, and this is going to capture all of those detail in those brushes. And there's something to notice. Whenever you are generating those big shapes, they are taking lesser time because you are working on silhouette. And for example, adding a silhouette to this one might take 20 minutes, but that 20 minutes is very important. You're laying foundation for something great in the future. So when you are going to add detail, it's normally going to take more because you are going to go in detail and try to refine every area, so that is going to take more. So that little amount of time that you place when you are working on details is going to answer a lot of questions later. So make sure that you be careful when you are adding silhouette. Okay, now let's see. So now you see whenever we are working with these types of details, we need to shrink the brush scale and then go on and try to sculpt like so. Okay, now you see we are adding detail, and that's going to work perfectly. So let me change the brush to this, change the alpha of that. And then you see how well this becomes when you start creating details. So one alpha brush, one trim smooth border is the way to go when you are generating rocks, even especially when you are going to sculpt fast and you do not have time to wait a lot for generating a result. Okay, you see now we are adding resolution. We are just adding something worthy of notice. And it's a good idea whenever you are reaching to a point, take a look at the other sides to see what you have created. Okay, now I'm subtracting from these areas because you see now we are getting too much detail in this area, and it's a good idea not to sculpt one side completely and then go to other part. Just always make sure that whenever you are sculpting, take a look at the other side and see what's possible there, if you have created something useful or not, or if you are going to add anything that you want. If you sculpt one side and go and see you have not sculpted the other side, it's going to be a motivation killer. So make sure that you have that in mind. Just try to sculpt other sides at the same time and do not try to focus on one side only. Okay, now we are adding details, and that is going to be very good. Okay, I'm flattening those areas. Now that we are working on details, I'm not going to add that much intensity to the brush because that is going to change the silhouette at the same time. I'm just going to bring something to be able to sculpt on that to add the details to. So you see now this one is a lot better compared to what we created previously. So whenever you try to create a planar change, make sure that you go and make crisp edges, okay, like these ones. Okay, you see areas that we do not sculpt are looking like blurry, and whenever you add detail and then sculpt on those details, you are basically introducing more resolution. It's just like unblurring an image. You go and try to remove blur from an image and then you are able to see the picture. So this is what we are going to do right now. Okay, and then go directional and okay, very good. I'm adding directional strokes. And later we will dynamesh for one last time. Of course, without any blur, because if you blur, all of your sculpt is going to be lost. Okay, looks like in some areas you want to introduce more. Okay, then go and sculpt. And that brush is also a good one. It's helping us a lot in that process. A good alpha is going a long way to generate a very good result. So just think about having to manually sculpt all of these parts. So that will be taking a lot of time to make. So using an alpha, especially if the alpha is scanned and you have generated an alpha from an image that is a real life image, that is going a long way to generate something purposeful and realistic, natural and realistic. Okay, because this area needs a bit of more attention, I added that on greater intensity. Okay, now I feel like we have done a good job in this area. Of course, there are some parts which you can refine, but now I'm going to go and try to add details to this one. So because this one is a greater mesh, it might take a bit of more time to add details to. Okay, all you need to do is adding details and then try to flatten them out with trim smooth border. Okay, and our strokes are directional as well. Okay, and like I said, the sculpting is going to be a tedious process. It's going to take a bit of time. So just make sure that focus, you stay focused when you are generating rocks, because that is going to take a bit of time and you might be just tired of sculpting and sculpting and sculpting. So make sure that you have a good planning for that, because that is going to take a bit of time and you need to spend that time perfecting your rocks, because I think like the rocks are important part of any environment. So that is a good investment to make, because in the end you are going to get a lot of good rocks in the end. And the more you sculpt, the better you are going to be, because in the first tries you might not get something that is really great, but after some time you get more used to and you will produce more better results one after another. Okay, we don't want noise to be all over. We want some resting places as well. For example, you see in these areas, I didn't sculpt anything because I wanted them to be flat a bit against those areas which we had noise. Okay, now let's go and try to add details here. So we already dynameshed, and now it's time to go and refine those details. And later we will use decimation to produce low poly triangulated results. so that it will become easier to unwrap later in Blender. Okay, now here is too noisy. So let's try to reduce that noise a bit. Okay. So you see, sculpting rocks takes more passes. We started with big shapes and then went on and started to generate medium shapes. And then now we are working on smaller details. And there's also those micro details that you, whenever zoom, they're going to be generated procedurally in Substance Painter. I think like that's going to be easier to make those. Okay, fine-tuned noise on the rock surface, which is going to be added later in texture and normal map rather than having to sculpt them in ZBrush, because that way it's a lot easier, it's a lot more controllable and reusable when we generate surface noise, roughness noise in Painter rather than sculpting in ZBrush, and use texture instead of geometry to add detail. So for microsurface detail, which is the first level, we are going to add in designer. Okay, now let's say that we're happy with what we have created. Now I'm going to do one more Dynamesh to clean everything up and make sure that you disable the blur. Okay, because we have used a lot of alpha, some of the polygons might be buggy. So it's a good idea to bring the polygons back together. Okay. And then later we will duplicate them and create low poly from them using the decimation process. Okay. Which we are going to do in the next lesson. Okay. Now it's time to use a final Dynamesh on this one. Okay, now that we made sure that these are going to be unwrapped, we need low poly. Okay, the low poly is going to be generated in the next lesson. Okay, see you there.